This will be pre-roll. It is very lightweight as well. Nope, we're still talking about connections on the back. Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt with 86 and I'm going to be talking about AAXA's HP2 projector today. Primarily this is a Halloween projector, but is it only not just a Halloween projector? Let me make that as confusing as possible. You can also use it in the off season, the not Halloween season, as a small portable projector as well. Now, one downside is there's no built-in battery, so if you take it somewhere, you're gonna have something external to plug it into, whether you're plugging it into a vehicle or a battery pack. The USB Type-C in the back is actually capable of data transfer as well, which is why in the box when they include things like the USB cable, it's a 10-foot cable, they also include a splitter so that you can go right into it and plug a USB thumb drive into the split part of it, and that way not only is it getting the power it needs, but you're able to pull things off of the USB drive. Things like MP3 music, which you don't want to listen on this. The 1-watt speaker is not very good. AVI type videos in case you want to put TV shows or movies on it in the off season and take it with you and use it. And these are all things I find to be pretty fantastic. Now, on the back where that USB Type-C is, right next to that is a 3.5mm auxiliary out so that you can take that music or listening source out to a better speaker, and also connects via Bluetooth 4, which is pretty fantastic. And when it comes to connecting via Bluetooth, it's great. I mean, the one problem I had was when I was trying to sample it through a specific speaker, I would turn it on and it would connect to speakers over here, so I'd go turn those speakers off because I don't want to use those, and I'll do it again and it would connect to another speaker on the other side. So I'd go turn that speaker off. As long as you're close to the speaker you want to use and you don't have 28 different speakers around you that are also in pairing mode, then it should be fine, and just turn on and connect immediately to whatever Bluetooth source speaker it has. And I highly recommend that because the 1-watt speaker is just trash. Next to the 3.5mm on the back is going to be a micro SD card reader. This comes pre-installed with some Halloween videos, and there's also a card in the box so that you can source more videos later if you're interested in the same kind of videos that you see on the projector. This card is pretty low quality and may suffer from some pixelation effects or some freezes with its low read speeds. However, a better quality card is something I'd recommend if you want to transfer those videos on there or put different videos on a different, better micro SD card. That's probably the best route you should take. Otherwise, you might get some stutter images. Right below the micro SD card reader is a manual focus wheel up and down so that you can focus the image in and out. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, I think. On the top side of the projector, just below AAXA's brand name, you're going to find the power button, an OK button for select, a next button, it's the arrow button, and a back button. Now this would be in lieu of using the IR controller that they send with it. The IR controller allows you a little more freedom to easily navigate the menus, but it's quite capable to be utilized without having to use the controller if you want to keep the controller placed somewhere else and just operate off of the projector itself. On the bottom of the projector is a threaded screw mount so that you can mount it on the tripod. A tripod is also included, and it's a grip 3-leg tripod that also has a clip on it so that you can perhaps clip it somewhere, though it would be difficult because the bulky square fatness of this little projector would probably prevent that from being easy. And a neat added inclusion that I just feel like I should mention is they give you a power brick with this. A lot of companies that have been selling things that require USB power have been negating to put a power brick into the box, which leaves you to hopefully either have one or acquire another one separately or plug it into a computer, and they were generous enough to put the brick in there, and to me, I don't know, to me that's something. The on-screen display does offer you a little bit of additional control and added features. Now, changing it from the brightest mode to the less bright mode is a negligible difference at best, and there's really no need for it to be on the less bright mode because we're not worrying about saving battery here, so just operate on the brightest mode. That's my take on that. And one of the coolest things about this 360p DLP chip, or the entirety of the projector itself, or perhaps just the Halloween footage that's on there, is the fact that there is almost no, or it's such a small amount of light bleed that it's not noticeable. So if I'm projecting a ghost onto the blinds, like you'll see in this shot right here, then you'll notice that there's no light bleed that's visually detectable. And that is a huge win to me, because there's nothing worse than when you want to project something cool like that, almost holographic if you will, but not, because it's a two-dimensional image. But you want to project something cool like that, but you don't want the light box around there that looks like you're projecting a screen. Well, this projector does a pretty good job of that, and it makes it so it looks like it's just solely projecting said ghost, specter, haunting device creature thing onto the wall. Now, there is a little fan inside of it that does make a tiny bit of noise, but it's actually relatively quiet. So let's pause here and take a listen to that. And I know earlier I had mentioned the speakers not being very great on it, so we're going to compare it to just Abrams Tech E600 speaker, which clearly that speaker is going to sound much better than the built-in 1-watt speaker in this tiny projector. But I just want you to be able to hear a difference. And just to clarify about using it in the off season too, when you're watching on it, if you're putting another micro SD card in there and going camping, you want to put a library of, I don't know, a TV show that you've been watching and you want to watch it while you're glamping, then you can play them off of there in AVI format. So you want them converted to AVI format so that you can watch them off of there. It doesn't support MP4. And it does make for a pretty nifty on the go. Let me quickly grab this tiny box of a projector and take it, set it up and show you something or watch something with you. It's pretty great for that. As far as like plugging in a gaming system or something to it, you're not going to be able to do that. There is no HDMI input. It does not feature DisplayPort over USB Type-C, so your only ability to use it interactively outside of the Halloween stuff to watch something else would be to physically and manually put it on a USB or another MSD card and take it with you and watch it off of those. That's it. Which still gives it some beneficial good use outside of the Halloween season in my book. You also may be wondering about the silicone cover here. It does look adorably like a little monster with its horns and its one eye and its little mouth in the front where that heat sink intake is. But the silicone thing, while seemingly able to be taken off, cannot. I did ask him about that because I was thinking, why would you guys not want to be able to remove this and maybe repurpose it for different holidays? Nothing like a Thanksgiving projector, right? Especially a Canadian Thanksgiving projector. I don't know if they believe in turkeys up there. I assume they do, but there's really no way to know. But to be able to put different silicone skins on it would be a pretty neat thing too, to have it blend in. I mean, could you imagine you got a bunch of garland on your Christmas mantle, you got your red and your green stuff, and then you got a little demon projector sitting in the middle playing some elfy thing on the wall. I mean, come on, you need to be able to address the holidays with that. I'm not saying you need to. I just think it would be a good idea to make it so that you could purchase different skins for it, or it have the opportunity to come in different types of skins or different things you could put on there, just like any kind of phone case. All right, sorry the camera angle moved. Before I go, we'll take a quick look at some of the presets that are on there. There's not many, there's 5 in total, and a pirate one that I'm kind of not going to worry about showing you. But the ones that project the ghost with no light bleed, I'm going to show you those. And this is going to be at about 10 feet away, which makes each ghost, depending on which one it is, maybe closer to 3 feet on average, 3.5 feet on average. But it should give you an idea. 10 feet away, large window, their projection into the window kind of giving that spooky, you're at whatever it was, like Monster Plantation or Haunted Housery or something. I don't know where you're from, what haunted things they have. But it'll be kind of like that in the window, give you some kind of an idea, I hope. Anyways, check them out real quick. If you have any questions or comments about it, leave it down below and I'll try to get back with you and assist you. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. You guys have a great day, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you in the next video that I do.